For Northwest Ohio football, and here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the men in black, your Liberty Center Tigers. Well, Jim, we're in our final home game, regular season home game. Liberty Center comes in at 6-1, 5-1 in the NWAL, tied with Wauseon. And tonight, Liberty Center will be up against the winless 0-8 Delta Panthers. Jim, do you think it's going to be hard for Liberty Center to keep their focus tonight? You know, Coach Lindgren pretty concerned about kids could lose some of those fine-tuned assets that they've picked up over the season. What do you think we've got to have to deal with tonight?
Well, I know there's a few light injuries that they want to get healed up over. I think they'll stick pretty basic and try to work on ball control offensively, and defensively maybe they'll move some people around, especially in the secondary, to try to get a little experience as they look toward the playoffs. But you're so right. Many times we've seen throughout the league and just in football in general, teams look forward to the next week, to the next opponent. And for the Tigers, of course, that's Archibald at Archibald. So there is concern there, but I don't think Delta comes to town with enough weapons to really test the Tigers. But the Tigers can make it a test in and of itself, and they want to gain that smoothness that comes along with playoff football that we've been used to watching here. Tigers have done some really fine things the last few weeks, Spike, and we're proud of them.
All right, Delta won the toss and elected to receive. Kicking off will be number 65, Kyle Leatherman for Liberty Center. Approaches the ball, end over end pooch kick, taken on the fly at the 19-yard line across the 30, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and the Panthers return the ball across the 35 and out to their own 38-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10. One interesting statistic is the Delta Panthers, albeit without a win, have yet to give up 200 yards rushing to any football team. Actually, Jim, quite a good stat when you consider they're a young team. They do have some size. I'm sure size-wise, gone through the program, they match up with Liberty. Now with a spread formation in the backfield. Here's the give straight ahead, nothing doing. Tackle in there made. Furco and Westoven in on the hit. Miller, okay.
Yeah. Furco was in the mix too, though.
Yeah, the Tigers starting all their four-year players tonight, all the seniors that are four-year players. So for the Liberty Center, we've got Cordes at one defensive end and Furco the other defensive end. Now in a straight T formation in the backfield. Two tight ends set. Here's the give to the fullback, number 41, Von Seegern. He may have gained about 2 on the play, so that's going to bring up about 3rd down and 9 for Delta. You know, Delta, even though winless, they've been in some football games. They played Archibald real tough here just 2 weeks ago, going in only down 1 touchdown at half. Now Delta comes out. 2 wideouts to either side, quarterback in a shotgun. Drops back, fires out there. He's got a receiver and bounces incomplete. Good coverage there from number 6, Collins. Pass was just slightly low, and Collins with a very opportunistic bump there.
You mentioned Delta being young, and they don't seem to feature football over there in that town like they once did. Their wrestling program is absolutely awesome, but who knows, maybe another season will find Delta playing real tough ball.
All right, back to punt. Nice high spiraling kick taken by Parasini on the 32 and hit right there, run out of bounds, and Liberty Center will take over in their initial possession of this ball game. 10:32 to go in quarter number 1. It's no score here on NC TV 5. As the teams trade spots here, we'll try to get some of our sponsors. We've got the Dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini. Pizzanello's Pizza with Craig and Sherry Myers. Well, we'll get back to that. Tigers now coming to the line of scrimmage. Cordes lined up out wide to the left as a wing back. Now comes in motion right. Here is the give to Silvas. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet, across the 40, makes a move, across the middle and up across the 50-yard line. Brett Silvas, the whirling dervish of Liberty Center, cranks off a 19-yard gain, ball down to Delta's 49-yard line.
You know, film fans, that's something for the film library. He just knifed through there, and then it wasn't all speed. He had to kind of pick his way, and when he would get a little bit of opening, he'd give a burst of speed, and big gainer right out of the blocks there for Brett Silvas.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something key there. He's very good at changing speeds, changing directions. Very nifty runner. Now Cordes in a wing right comes in motion left. Here is the give straight ahead to Westover. He goes from Jim. They stuffed him right at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive effort by the Panthers. And we'll note Blake Lindgren is in the lineup, although nursing some injuries. We'll try to spot the rest of the Tiger starters. We've got Lindgren at center, Shaddy, the quarterback. Guard on the right side, Jesse Miller. Tackle over there is Matt Schwab. Moeller, the guard on the left side. Here's a give to Westover. Got a wide open hole. He's at the 35, the 30. There's nobody going to catch him now. At the 10, the 5. It's another Tiger touchdown. Westover on a 48-yard burst. Jim, they had a beautiful hole for him. He made two moves in the backfield, and boom, it was over.
Yep, speed is there. Tigers have a lot of speed in the backfield there. Maybe not what they had last year, but speed when necessary, and certainly a big hole there. And as you say, one or two moves, and he was gone. But, wow, what a plethora of running backs the Tigers have this year. I mean, plug this one in, plug that one in, they all get it done.
All right, Tigers to kick. Babcock, the spotter, set down is good. Kicked up by Overmeyer, just off to the right, no good. And at the 9:20 mark of quarter number one, the Liberty Center leads Delta 6-0. Well, the kick looked good, Jim, but just swayed off to the right.
Yeah. Well, what a quick burst again. Westover, they had a hole, probably could have driven a couple of trucks side by side through, but in addition to that, once he popped through that hole, he knew to make that one cut and then off to the sidelines, and there wasn't anybody going to get near him. And you know, Tigers have displayed that capability, and as well they need to as they look toward a league championship and playoff, down the road here.
Well, Westover has that ability to run to daylight, and once he got through the line of scrimmage, he made that great cut past the linebacker and was gone. Now, back to our sponsors. Pizzanello's Pizza with Craig and Sherry Myers. Their specialty, the $4.95 buffet. And that's Monday through Saturday from 11 to 2, and then they come right back Sunday through Thursday, 4 to 8. And I must say, their chicken subs are super. Now, the kickoff by Leatherman, end over end, comes down at the 25-yard line, scooped up back there at the 17, straight ahead, and not much running room there. Delta will get the ball at about their own 28. Yep. In on the stop, number 55 Grambling and number 53 Dotson for Liberty Center. 9:15 to go here on NCTV 5. Liberty leads it 6-0. Panthers come out with a two tight end set, full house backfield. Liberty's linebackers creeping up to the line of scrimmage. Hole plugged up right there, tries to go off their offensive left side. Yep, the linebackers came and filled the hole, and that was all she wrote. Hits made over there by Miller and Schwab. Well, Liberty Center playing more or less a vanilla defense right now, just kind of checking out the flow of the game. Now Delta with a wide out to the left and a man in motion going right. Here is the give straight ahead. Slowed down by Kane Myers, and now a host of Tiger tacklers there. Some hard running by the Panthers, but only about a 2-yard gain. Kane Myers from his tackle spot knifed through. slowed the runner down, and that allowed the rest of the Liberty Center defense to swarm to the ball. We'll give him a short 3 yards on the play. It will be 3rd down and a long 7 yards for Delta on their own 30-yard line. Setting the Tiger defense here, we've got Keller as a defensive back, Collins, and also Silvas. Here is the drop out there, knocked down by Collins. Nice job by Collins. You know, he didn't have a good lane at the ball, but he got in around the other defender and was able to twist his body up, get his left hand on the ball, and knock it down. That'll bring up 4th down, and Delta facing a punting situation with the ball on their own 30-yard line. Back deep to receive for Liberty Center, Parasini, number 7, and McClure, number 2. High snap. No pressure. Ball sails toward the Tiger sidelines. Now takes a Panther bounce, and it'll come to rest on Liberty Center's 46-yard line. No chance of a return there. And at the 7:38 mark in quarter number 1, Liberty Center leads it 6-0.
You know, Spike, one of the things the Tigers likely would like to emphasize tonight is no penalties. You know, they just should be able to execute. Everybody has an assignment, and penalty bug sometimes can be kind of tough on the Tigers.
That's right, Jim. No doubt there. Tigers need to polish a lot of things up as they get set for further action. Here is the fake to Silva. Shaddy back to throw on a play action. He got turned around on the ball. The Tiger receiver out there deep, but got twisted up. Ball falls harmlessly to the turf, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
You know, you got to love the quarterback's throw on that, Spike. That ball was lofted out there, and there was plenty of space out there. But as you say, the receiver kind of got turned around a couple times, and, well, they got to try it again.
Well, Liberty Center averaging almost 300 yards a game on the ground, and Delta not giving up or never giving up more than 200. It's a tough situation for the Panthers when Liberty goes to play action. There's Silvas off the right side for a short gain. We'll give him about 2 on the play. That'll put the ball just across Liberty Center's own 48-yard line. We'll call it 3rd down and 8 on the play. Well, the Tigers every game are growing into their increased offensive.
They're broadening their horizons of what they can do or would like to try, and that's just so imperative for what's ahead.
Collins, wing on the right, gives straight ahead to Silvas. Silvas bolts straight ahead behind the blocks of Box and Lindgren. A gain of about 4 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 4, and the ball on Delta's 48-yard line. Tigers doesn't look like they're going to be punting. They're coming out in standard formation. Cordes, the wing on the left side. Silvas and Westhoven in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Here's a give to Silvas. Found a great block by Jesse Miller, and that right side of the line is going to be very close. Jim, from here.
Yeah, I need the highway patrol on the chains over there. Let them have it? No.
No, they said no measurement.
Huh.
Well, it did look like he may have been inches short.
Yeah.
Well, the Tigers went for it. No go. Now they'll have to stiffen up on defense. The Panthers with good field position on their own 44-yard line. Full house backfield, 2 tight ends set for the Panthers. Quarterback under center. Now an option rollout, quarterback keeper across the 50, down inside the 50-yard line to about the 48. Big gain for the Delta Panthers. Jim, they caught the Tiger defense inside that time.
Yeah, and that quarterback, nice athlete coming around there, kind of picked his way and put his nose down, and that was their best play offensively.
Yeah, certainly the option play can really open things up if you're not ready for it. Something probably Delta really hasn't used much. Same formation. Tigers jump inside. Kane Myers in there at nose tackle, giving Lindgren a breather.
A little anxious.
Yep. Defensive ends for Liberty Center. Todd Spangler on the left side and Nate Cordes over on the right. Kane Myers, the nose tackle. Miller, one guard. Excuse me, Box, one defensive tackle. And Schwab, the other. Linebackers, Todd Moeller, Westhoven, and Jesse Miller. Now with the first down, the Panthers come out. Same formation, two tights and a full house backfield. Give straight ahead to the fullback, and he's met right there by number 62, Todd Moeller. Who was on the initial hit there, Jim? Somebody had him around the ankles, and then Moeller really stood him up.
I didn't catch that, but Moeller saw him coming. You know, he fought his block off, and he sees the ball carrier coming, and he says, nope, right here it stops, and he drilled him. He's had a good season, Todd Moeller. In fact, that line play, again, has just been tremendous.
Yeah, Tigers in their standard 5-3-3 defense. Delta counters with that two tight end set with a T backfield. Here's the deep pitch to the right, and well, flag on the play. Jesse Miller did a good job fighting off a block. Keller in there on the hit. Also Miller in there. Flag on the play. I imagine we're going to see a holding call. Well, as we mark this penalty, try to get down through here for more of these sponsors. We've got Speece Trailer Court with Rick Speece, Dave's Auto Service in Liberty Center, Dave Perry, Dave's Running Shop in Delta for all your apparel, Tiger apparel and athletic shoes. We've got Liberty Products with Terry and Mary Lou Bowers, Miller Brothers Trucking, proprietor Skip Miller, KK Collision in Liberty Center with Kyle Kern, Swanton Welding with Norm Zeider, the Henry County Bank with locations all over the county, Davis Farm Services operated by Karen Davis, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking with Norma Miller there, Mid-Am Bank in Liberty Center, Holgate Metal Fab operated by Jeff Spangler, and L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating with Bill Tiplady and Danny Brown. Now the Panthers with a wide formation to the short side of the field on the right. Here is the give coming the other way to the fullback. He's got some running room across the 50 to the 45 to the 40, and finally ran out of bounds down there about the 30-yard line by Westhoven, Troy Westhoven from Liberty Center. A big gain for the Panthers. Jim, they went to the outside and caught the Tigers in.
I know it. Tigers seem to be drifting toward their left side defensively, and boy, there was just a lot of green grass over there, and Delta back didn't take him long to get there and made the most of it.
Yeah, 28-yard gain for the Panthers. This shades of Bryan game where big plays all the way through. Now Delta with that two tight end set. Movement from the line of scrimmage.
Again, Myers wanted in there.
Yeah, Kane Myers filling in at nose tackle, playing very aggressively.
Yeah.
Well, you can't fault the kid too much for that, Jim. It's not like he lost the snap count.
Yeah. Well, that and a quarterback spike. We've all been close enough to the line of scrimmage at times to hear a real talented quarterback, when he feels the urge, can get awful herky-jerky with that cadence, and oftentimes that's enough.
Now the 1st and 5 for the Panthers. Here's the deep pitch left, gets outside, gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Panthers not trying to buck the interior of that Liberty Center line, trying to mix it up, staying on the outside. It'll be a 2nd down and about 2 to go on Liberty Center's 23-yard line. We're coming right out here and playing some decent football.
Yeah, they've got nothing to lose, and just think what a feather in their cap if they could do something here to sting the Tigers.
Oh, now there's a fumble on a play. Delta recovers, but that loss of down may have hurt them a little bit more. Loss of almost a yard on the play. That'll make it a 3rd down and a full 2 yards. Clock running, 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 1 in Liberty Center, Ohio. Same formation, 2 tight ends set. Now finally movement over there on the left side of the offensive line of the Panthers, and they'll have to march back 5 yards there.
Yeah. Kane Myers coming in again.
5-yard penalty gets down off. Illegal procedure.
Leininger had been in the game, replacing Kane Myers. Now Kane back in the game, replacing Leininger.
Yeah, that offside penalty can bite anybody.
Oh yeah, that changes things quite a bit here. 3rd down and 7 for Delta on Liberty's 28-yard line. Still in quarter number 1. Here is the fake to the fullback, quarterback keeper wrapped up there by number, I believe, Westhoven in on the hit from his linebacker spot. Yep, good fill there by Westhoven. Takes the quarterback out by his ankles.
Yeah, Westhoven having a good game outside of that big touchdown scamper he had. He has a nose for the football. There's a couple times he showed up just about where he was needed and when he was needed.
Yeah, it's really a team effort, Jim. No question about that for Liberty Center. Now, Delta comes out with a new formation, wide out to either side, quarterback in a shotgun formation. Tigers showing blitz. Now they come out. Yep, it's a full blitz. And pass batted at the line of scrimmage. We're not sure by who.
Yeah, 3 of them in there.
Great rush. Yep, Schwab box. Cordes, great rush and a great job of keeping their hands up on the defensive line. And the ball will be turned over to Liberty Center at the 146 mark of quarter number 1. Tigers will take over on their own 26-yard line. Spangler, the tight end on the right or the left, and well, we'll pick the tight end up on that other side. Here is the give straight ahead. That's what makes that offense go that straight ahead dive, trying to keep the defense honest. Now Delta with all 11 men up in the box. Tigers with that tight end formation. Here's the give to Westhoven. Westhoven stays on his feet, determinedly drives forward to the 35. It'll be a gain of about 5 on the play. 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Westhoven doing a super job. Could have been stopped way back at the 30, but his determination got him to the 35. Clock running down here in quarter number 1. Liberty Center leads it 6-0 here on NCTV 5. Tigers with that standard set. Cordes the wing on the left, outside the tight end. Yep, good plunge there, good forward push by the offensive line, and Westhoven carries 4 yards for a Tiger first down. Liberty Center will have the ball on their own 39-yard line. 27 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. Lindgren now into the game for Liberty Center on offense only. Strayer, the tight end over there on the right side. Little bit of misdirection in the backfield. Something got messed up there. It was a new formation. Cordes was lined up as a halfback, and somehow something went awry. Shaddy had to keep the ball and went for no gain.
Yeah, that just wasn't smooth at all. In fact, the quarterback bumped into one of the ball carrier or one of the potential ball carriers back there. That's always trouble. The quarterback can't make a clean exchange or at least dance in and out of the way of everybody making their cuts. You got trouble because that eats up time and that gives the defense time to collapse on them. And, well, indeed they did. So that's a quarter spike, and who'd have thought that 6-0 Tigers would be the score right here?
Well, Delta was able to eat up a lot of clock there, and on that one long play, and then a few penalties thrown in, and then a big sweep for about 30 yards. They ate up a lot of clock, and the Tigers didn't have the ball long enough to really take advantage.
Yeah, looking at this Delta team, boy, they're in there banging. I don't know how they fade in the second half, but they just look like they'd ought to have a few wins on their side on the column, but not so.
Well, one thing has to be mentioned. I shouldn't say a former, but a Liberty Center grad, Mike Vickers, the head coach now. Mike, a very inspirational type of coach, great motivator, and I'm sure he's able to keep these kids, albeit they've struggled, but he's able to keep these kids in the ball games. And right now, he's got them believing that they can still come back and win it. There's still excitement over there along the sidelines from Delta, no question there. While we've got a few seconds, mention our individual sponsors, some parents and some friends of the Tigers. We've got Rick Ronda and Brittany Miller for their son and brother Jesse. Mike, Linda, and Christy Simbola for their son and brother Brad. Now Tigers come out with a standard. No, they're running the 3 in the backfield. Here's a give to Cordes on the left side. He breaks 2 or 3 tackles, down across the 50, the 40, the 45, and finally brought down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 20 yards for Nathan Cordes. Jim, they came out with a brand new set. Tigers using that 3 in the backfield now instead of 2 with the wing.
Yeah, that gives the defense something to think about, and just a couple good quick blocks on the line of scrimmage there on the left side, and he was off to the races. That's just a nice gainer.
Yeah, they went off the Todd Spangler's side over there, Todd and Box. Tigers now that same formation. Here's the give again to Cordes, same play. He breaks a tackle, running hard. Jim, he's running like a man on a mission. The last play, he had a great burst of speed when he got the ball. Again, the same thing, gain of 11 yards, and another Tiger first down. His normal wingback spot.
Yeah, you know, this is a game where the Tigers ought to get healthy, statistically speaking. Running backs and everybody, you know, they ought to be able to pile up some yardage. That is, if they can indeed execute and not make mistakes and keep the penalties away. They just ought to get used to doing a lot of things well, things that they're comfortable with.
Now the Tiger chain gang over there doing their job. Play went for 10 yards and long enough by 2 inches for a first down. Now some of our other sponsors. We've got Bill and Deb Wesche. We've got Louis Miller along with Mary Beth Chester, Nola Collins, and for sons Chad and John, excuse me. Now the Tigers give on the third back through Silvis. Silvis with a good strong burst forward, crosses the 30-yard line down to Delta's 29. We'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. It'll be second down and 8. Also, we've got Jeff, Denise, and Justine Spangler for their son and brother Todd. And also tonight, there's the give to Cordes again. Cordes really running hard off that left side.
Yeah, he knifed right behind the block of, who made that? I believe it was Spangler that had a good licking on the guy across from him, and a good cut there.
Tigers going with a no huddle, caught us off guard on that last play. To the line of scrimmage again with a strong right formation in the backfield. Here's a give straight ahead to Westhoven. He stays on his feet, down across the 20-yard line to the 19, and another Tiger first down. Gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it about 6 yards on the play, and the Tigers methodically chewing up yardage through the Delta defense. 10-22 here in quarter number 2. Liberty Center leads it on the Pepsi-Cola scoreboard, 6-0 here on NCTV 5. Okay, here we'll catch up with these. We've got for Chris Box, good luck from his mother, his grandma and grandpa Connor, Aunt Joe, Aunt Putty, Aunt Nornie, and Uncle Marvin, and also, let's see here, Srap and Nancy, I guess something like that. Anyway, good luck to Chris Box. He's had a tremendous career for Liberty Center on the offensive and defensive lines. Now the Tigers with that heavy formation to the right side in the backfield. Here's Shaddy on play action, back to throw, and just over the head of Ryan Strayer, running that flag route. They're on that long crossing route. That will bring up 2nd down and 10 for Liberty Center.
Yeah, play action pass, a little activity there, fake into the line by running back and then drifting back in that long pass. It didn't work, but sure puts the thought of it there into the defense, and we're going to see some passing before it's over, I'm sure.
All right, Tigers with that strong formation right. Here is the give to Westhoven. Westhoven met at the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a yard on the play. We'll give him a yard on the play.
That's one of the best hits he's had all year.
Oh, yeah, he was met directly. Westhoven usually is agile, versatile, and mobile, and doesn't take too many hits straight on, but that time he was kapowed right on the spot. 3rd down and 9. Schwab comes off. In his place is number 55, I believe.
Grambling.
Yeah, Grambling, that's right. Now they give to Westhoven on a deep pitch. He's got running room to the 10, down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And that should be, Jim, that should be good enough for another Tiger 1st down.
Yeah.
Well, the Tigers were slowed down for 2 plays, but come boring right back.
Yeah, Delta Panthers playing some tough defense against the run there, but Tiger blocking and, good ball handling in the backfield. And, the Tigers are just rushing the ball, kind of what makes Coach Lindgren very happy when it works.
Tigers with now Cordes in his wingback spot outside the tight end. Here is the give to Westhoven. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's close. And ruled down inside the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from, we'll call it officially, the 1-yard line. Westhoven with a hole burst through and was brought down just a couple of feet short of pay dirt. Linger in the center, Muller the guard on the left, and Miller the guard on the right. Schwab tackle right, box tackle on the left. Here is the give to Silvas, 5-1, and he's in for the touchdown. Straight ahead power by Liberty Center, and they take the ball into the end zone. They go up now by the score of 12-0. 8:39 to go here in quarter number 2 at Liberty Center. Well, Jim, big game here in a lot of ways. We've got to stay even with Wauseon. They're also tied with us at 5-1. Liberty holds if you will, a tiebreaker because we defeated Wauseon over there. But Wauseon with their hands full, they are taking on Archbold tonight, and Liberty travels to Archbold next week. So Archbold with a chance to really play the spoiler role. Now the Tigers line up to go for 2. Strong right formation in the backfield. Here is the give to Westhoven. Westhoven hits, spins, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. They went right back to that right side where he scored the last time. Westhoven bolts his way into the end zone. Tigers go up 14-0.
Yeah, and as a satisfying drive there, Spike, Tigers did about what they wanted to all the way through with rushing, good execution, going this way, going that way. Featured some, good blocking patterns and, just to stuff it in, even through a very spirited Panther defense. So that was a good take charge drive there, and they showed that, they're all about what the program is this year and has been.
You know, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I'm really impressed with the Tigers' offensive line. I mean, that goes without saying. And I've tried to pick out one side of the line or the other that, to me, has been more effective, and it's impossible to do.
Yeah.
You know, they'll run one side for 3 or 4 plays, and just trying to set something up coming back the other way, but they've switched it back and forth all year long. Tigers' offensive line, in my mind, equally as talented on both sides.
Yeah, and that's what makes a good running program. In fact, what makes the Tigers so tough to play against, because they're not one-dimensional. They're not just, okay, they're going to put it this way, and if you figure out a way to stop them, well, then you kind of got them. And especially since the Tigers have developed a passing attack, Spike. I mean, that just ties it up in a nice package for this Tiger program this year.
Well, over before it starts. According to the scoreboard clock, no time run off. Tigers were guilty of being beyond the ball when it was kicked. So they'll re-kick the ball from 5 yards farther back. That will go to the 35-yard line now. One other sponsor we've got tonight from Dave, Karen, and Jason Moeller for their sons and Jason's brothers. For Todd, a senior, and Kevin, a freshman. They wish their sons good luck tonight and for the rest of the season for Liberty Center. Now Leatherman set to kick. Now he's got room there. Gets it off that end-over-end spiral, or end-over-end kick, comes down at the 30. Runs straight ahead, and return of about 7 yards. And the Panthers with excellent field position. They'll take over on their own 42-yard line. 8:34 to go here in the first half at Liberty Center. An apology will have to go out to the Grand Exalted Order of the Porch Coaches. I failed to mention them last week as one of our special sponsors. We'll get the membership here on that a second. Panthers now with 2 tight ends set. T backfield. Here is the give to the fullback straight ahead. He's got running room across the 45 and up to the 49-yard line. Big hole there for the Panthers, and you know they're starting to do some things against Liberty Center that not too many teams have been able to do, is run the football with some degree of success.
Yeah, it's awful hard to play at that league championship level all the time, and you just sort of can sense a sigh, if you will, out there, and well, you know, Delta is doing all they can to get some yards against it.
Second down and a long 2, mix up in the backfield, and Chris Box right there to haul him down for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, what a great illustration of what a mix-up can cost you back there. I mean, that just takes time, and we just actually looked like slow motion. They were stumbling with that ball. Well, what am I going to do with it? You take it? No, I got it, and bam, there's a defense to cough them in. Yeah, cough them into a big loss.
Oh, that was really a killer for Delta. Now they're faced with a 3rd down and 6. Ball at their own 46-yard line. That 2nd and 2 went to a 3rd and 6, really hurt. Now the Panthers line up with a wing formation to the right. 2 tight ends set. Here is the snap, play action, back to throw, rolling right. He's got a receiver, but hit right there and brought down. Gain of maybe 2 yards. I believe it was Keller over there on the hit. Yep.
Whoa.
Well, a discrepancy on the hit.
Well, according to Jack.
Deep for the Tigers.
We don't have to agree.
And Piercini.
All right.
Now the Panthers faced with a 4th down and 5, gain of only a yard on the play. They'll be in punt formation. Back deep is Parasini and McClure. Parasini there, takes it at the 15-yard line, tries to get outside, gets a great block there. He's at the 50, then 40, the 50-yard line. One more tackler to beat, and finally brought down across the 40 to the 36-yard line. Who made that hit out there, Jim?
I don't know, but there's at least several good blocks. Neil Carter made a good pop right about on the 50-yard line, and the guy had a good shot at him. But special teams for Liberty Center, I mean, they've been playing big. You know, guys don't get in there on a regular basis maybe, but special teams, they're out there. But, wow, Neil Carter, number 58, made a nice block right out there in front of us. But there was one earlier up the field there.
Yeah, Parasini was pinned in over on about the 20-yard line, and we're really sorry about not getting the number of that Mack truck that made the block that sprung him. Now the pitch to Silvas going wide. Great block by Cordes. He's outside. He's got running room at the 20, at the 15, the 10, he 5. It's another Tiger touchdown! Brett Silvas with a great effort there. Looked like he was angled in around the 10-yard line. He was hit, kept his balance, stayed on his feet, and into the end zone, and the Tigers go up 20-0.
Yeah, genuine Brett Silvas type play there. I mean, he's got a lot of them. That puts him right in the thick of the scoring for the NWOL. But wow, give him just a little daylight, and you can figure on marking up some points.
Well, and I'm sure Rex Lindgren has to be taking, and the entire coaching staff as well, has to be taking some pride in the fact that Liberty Center running the football against this tough rush defense from the Delta Panthers. Tigers lining up for 2 again. Cordes, the wing on the left, outside the tight end, now in motion. Here's the pitch to Cordes, and into the end zone. 2-point conversion. Followed the hole right straight up the middle behind the seal blocks of the running backs. Cordes for 2 points. Tigers go up with 6:08 to go here in the first half, 22-0. Just another workmanlike effort from the entire Tiger team tonight.
Delta's given up way more than 200 yards already to these Tigers. Tigers' rushing game is in high gear tonight. They just getting it done. It's not just one back; it's several of them taking a handoff under some big holes appearing there on the line of scrimmage, and then off to the races they go. A lot of yards. Great Tiger rushing attack tonight.
Last year we lost perhaps with no doubt, one of the greatest classes ever.
Yeah. For just pure talent.
Pure talent up and down the line. I mean, we had some great football players leave the program, and for the Liberty Center to rebuild almost their entire defense,
Yeah.
7 starters on defense and nearly as many on offense. Now they're cruising along. Here is the line drive kick rolling around about the 26-yard line, scooped up there. Has some running room, breaks in the open. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Chased there, and they're not going to get him. It's going to be a 70-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And the Delta Panthers sideline very excited. They're back in the ball game now at 5:56. Jim, that kick bounded around.
Yeah, it looked like a good kickoff, just kind of what you want. It sort of squibbed around down there, and I don't know, that Delta back picked her up, and he just headed north, as you might say. Only it's east here at Tiger Stadium, and he had open field. I don't know, the Tigers were pretty much up near the line of scrimmage, and once he popped through there, nobody could catch him because he had the angle and he had a full head of steam.
Well, you know, and he didn't return that around an end who maybe came inside ill-advisedly. He found a seam somehow, and once he hit that, there was nobody left.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, you know, the Tigers can put some polish on, and every football game, regardless of what the score gets to be or whatever, there's things to work on. And no question the coaching staff has been very good at that, picking things out. And, you know, say the Tigers come away with a win, well, Delta scored. Well, how did they score? And, you know, then they'll begin to pick that apart. And not that they're going to specifically hang any one person, but just as a team, you know, we had a letdown there. There was nobody had safety-type coverage, at least on that given kickoff. And things they'll talk about. And, well, as the playoffs beginning to roll the Tigers' way, you just don't want any of that.
Panthers now getting set for the conversion attempt. Panthers coming out with a wide formation to the wide side of the field. Quarterback in a shotgun formation. It appears he'll roll to that way. There he goes, rolling right, waiting for a receiver. Back across the grain and in for the 2-point conversion. And the Delta Panthers have closed the lead now to 22-8. Liberty up by 14. 5:56 to go here in quarter number 2 on NCTV5.
Kicking for Delta. Martin.
Kick straight ahead, taking the line drive there by Westone at the 20. Straight ahead run, he's got some running room. He breaks the tackle, spins loose, ball loose, fumble. And it don't look good. Oh, no, Delta recovered. Oh, my, Jim, we're in a ball game now. Delta recovers the football at their Liberty Center's 43.
You talk about mother momentum or whatever you want to call her. Delta thinks they got something going now, and they do. They've got wonderful field position and just 43 yards away from Tiger goal line.
Well, the Delta Panthers now with upset in their eye come up to the line of scrimmage, the 2 tight ends set, full house backfield. Here is the quarterback rolling out, play action. He's got a receiver and loose ball around fight for the ball. It's Liberty Center on the interception. What a steal made there. Keller, what a tremendous play.
You know, at first I thought, wow, what a pass by Delta. He drilled that ball in there, and Keller had good coverage, but it just isn't over until it's over. And the ref was there, and he had a good look at it, and Keller fought the receiver for the ball and ends up with it. Turnover back to the Tigers.
What a sneak thief there. Ball caught, and in the exchange, Keller came out of there with the football. Maybe saved the, perhaps this is premature, but could have been a game-saving play for Liberty Center. Now the Tigers with the ball back on their own 24-yard line. Here's inside reverse to Cordes. He's hit, spins off of that. He's got running room. He breaks a tackle down the sideline at midfield, and finally tripped up there at about the Liberty Center 49-yard line, gain of 25 yards. Jim, he had stars in his eyes. He was gone, but a great defensive play trips him up.
Yeah, that's true. And number 26, Ryan Strayer, was in on that play, and he was doing some good blocking along that sideline. He was just down there engaging a couple of those Delta Panthers, and it's brush blocks at a given time when everybody's running full speed is quite valuable. Nice job.
All right, now we've got
the wide receiver for the Tigers.
Boy, that was a very close call indeed. It appears that McClure was called for lining up off sides on the 49-yard line. His helmet was behind his hand, and the ball was on the point of the football was on the 49.
Yeah, now a lot of times you see wide receivers talking to the ref out here, and they're actually asking if they're lined up correctly. Spike, is that still allowed? I mean, that used to be, and you'd see him kind of chatting with him. You think, well, what's he talking to the ref about? Well, he doesn't want to line up unfairly.
Well, now McClure dropped back a half a yard. Straight ahead, give to Westhoven. He breaks a tackle. He bolts forward and gets back 6 yards on the play. It will bring up 2nd down and 9. The Tigers have the football, resting directly on the 50-yard line. Yeah, kind of a bad break there for the Tigers and McClure's so-called offsides. A little bit too close for me to call it, but now McClure split out wide again to the right side. Westhoven and Silvas in the backfield. Cordes, the wing back on the right side, a single tight end set. Here's the give to Collins. Collins in the game. He bursts forward for about 4, and it will bring up 3rd down on Delta's 46-yard line, a 4-yard gain for Collins.
Boy, that's another back that you give him 2 steps, and he's going to make you run him down after a 6-8-yard gain every time. He does not take long to get started, and if they can just give him a crease, boy, he pops through there now.
Tigers now keeping fresh people in the lineup. 55, Gramling in there at the tackle on the right side. Here is the skip straight ahead to Silvas. Silvas breaks a tackle at the 45 and popped at the 43. They'll spot the ball just across the 44-yard line. And now the Tigers faced with a 4th down and 3 yards to go. They need to get the ball just across the Panther 41-yard line to pick up that 1st down yardage. The nose of the ball, the middle of the ball has to rest on top of the 41. Tigers lining up now in punt formation, but not so fast, my friend. Panthers with everybody up. Here's the snap. Shaddy hesitates, now throws it. He's got a wide open Silvas, caught at the 38, on his feet, and butt down at the 34-yard line. Nice job by Shaddy. He was off balance, but still completed it to Silvas.
Yeah, we've seen that play several times, and I know teams have probably scouted us for that because Shaddy, being the punter, oftentimes he kind of makes a delayed punt. If he doesn't see or feel a lot of pressure, he'll kind of look things over and sort of maybe make we're going to pass this or we're going to punt it. But that play works real well. Tigers are fortunate to have him.
Okay, they take over, or they continue their drive. Ball on the 34-yard line. Here is the reverse to McClure. McClure with running room, following a couple of great blocks out there. He's around the end and takes it down close to the 10-yard line, but We got one of them stinking, rotten, no good yellow flags.
Got 3 of them, Spike, so they're pretty sure they saw something there, and it's going to come back. It's back here where there was a block made that they're not happy with.
Well, it was set up beautifully.
Yeah.
McClure on that end around from the right side rambled for 23 yards on the play all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, no, that, again, Spike, that's something the Tigers can put some spit and polish on, because it looked as though that play was a winner right from the beginning. There was a lot of green grass over there and plenty of blockers for what remained of the Delta defense over there. But you just know what you can do or what is allowed as a block, and even sometimes, though you execute it properly, the official has a cockeyed view of it, and out comes the flag.
Well, you so right there. Now the Tigers back with the standard set. Cordes wing on the left side. Give to the first man through. We've got Parasini running out of the backfield. It was Westoven, the ball carrier, on a straight ahead dive. From the point of the foul, the ball went back to the
6 yards, second down and 8.
the 39-yard line. That gain was down to the 32. We'll call it a gain of 6 on the play. Tigers keeping a lot of fresh bodies moving in and out of there now. Tigers come out with that standard 2 tight end set. Spangler tight end left. Here is play action. Shaddy back to throw. He's got Spangler open. Nice catch at the 20, and finally brought down at the 10-yard line. Todd Spangler reached back, pulled that one out from behind him. Great set of hands. Big gain for Liberty Center. We'll call it a 19-yard gain on the play action lob to, 82 Spangler from his tight end spot. Did that quick slant across the middle and was open.
Yeah, that's a nice pass for the Tigers, and we've seen several of that exact play over the course of this season, and Spangler showing good hands, and when he catches that ball, he's a loaded tackle.
You may have to go that way just a little bit. You can still hit it from Tom. Tigers now with the ball in the hash right. Here's a deep pitch to Silvas coming left. He's got a block from Westholm and now cuts across the green, still on his feet, down inside or close to the 5-yard line. Good execution there by the Tiger blocking. They battle against this stubborn rushing defense of the Panthers, but they move relentlessly on.
Yeah.
Ball now down at the 8.
It's important to note that there's less than a minute to play here in this first half. Tigers need one here, and I'm betting on them.
Well, you know, Delta put the fear in him with that quick touchdown and then the turnover, but the Tigers back and marching. Clock running at 40 seconds to go. Cordes in motion right. Here's a deep pitch to Cordes behind a ton of blocking, inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line. Clock still running, and the Tigers now will use a timeout with 29 seconds to go. It'll be... there's a Tiger down on the play. Cordes gets up slowly, but he's on his feet coming back. Okay, back to action after that Tiger timeout. Clock showing 29 seconds. Liberty leading at 22-8. Ball on the 4-yard line of Delta. Cordes in motion right. Here's the give to Silvas coming left. Stays on his feet, breaks a tackle, and he's into the touchdown! Good execution one more time by Liberty Center. They put Cordes in motion right. The give to Silvas back the other way. And Jim, I believe that's his 3rd score of the evening.
Yes, it is, and they're beginning to really add up. I forget what the statistics are, but he's got to be right near the top of the heap. And Tigers got several backs that can put it across the goal line and do. But of course, Brett Silvas, I don't know, his number seems to be called, down there because he just brings a lot of tools to the table.
All right, with 25 seconds to go, and Tigers now with the clock stopped, going for the 2-point conversion. Here is Shaddy on play action. Toss out there. They ruled it incomplete. Cordes looked like he had a clean catch on the dive. But the official a little bit closer than I am, ruled incomplete. Okay. Yeah, the ruling came in on the replay. It was a drop. Leatherman with the kick. And I believe the Tigers going to be called for offsides again. Leatherman with a nifty kick there, got underneath it. The ball went straight up in the air along with the kicking tee. The ball went the necessary yardage and then took a bounce straight back. It would have been, or could have been, Tigers football except for the infraction. Tigers reset to kick off for the second time tonight from their own 35. Here's Leatherman running up. That gets the end over end bounce. Still loose out there. Still loose. Finally recovered down there at the 35-yard line where the Panthers will take over. All right, quickly now in these last 23 seconds of the half, for all you elementary football fans, we're going to have a little contest for you. What we want, a little trivia here, Tiger trivia. Now, in the 1990s, in the last 10 years, the Liberty Center with a record of 89-24, the winningest football team in all of Northwest Ohio, averaging 9 wins a season. But what we want to know, right after this play, draw play to the fullback. He gets outside down the sidelines and across the 50-yard line. Now, what we would like to know, and this is for elementary students only here at Liberty Center from grades K through 6, we want to know what football team in the 1990s owns more victories over Liberty Center than any other team. This is from 1990 through 1999. What football team owns more victories against Liberty Center, the winningest team in all of Northwest Ohio? What team owns the most victories? 17 seconds to go. Give again to the fullback, straight ahead dive for about 5 yards. And with 11 seconds to go, the Panthers use a timeout. Ball rests on Liberty Center's 45. Will be, all right, now to finish off, the prizes will be, we'll have 2 winners in this. So it'll be your choice of a pizza, any pizza at Pisanello's Pizza, uptown in Liberty Center, plus a 2-liter a pop. And you up there will, on a slip of paper, put it in the Tiger Trivia box. You put your name and your homeroom teacher's name on that slip of paper, plus your team, the team that you select, to have the one that has beaten Liberty Center more than any other team in the 1990s. And in case of a tie, we will we'll draw 2 names out of a hat, but we'll give 2 pizzas away, and that will be on a slip of paper turned in at Pisanello's Pizza in the Tiger Trivia box with your name, your grade, and your homeroom teacher's name. We will announce the winner at Liberty Center's first playoff game. Hopefully that'll be hosted here in Liberty Center. Your entries have to be in by 5 p.m. on that game night. Now, Delta with a 2nd and 5 on the 45. Quarterback back in shotgun formation. Pass incomplete over on the sidelines. Delta trying desperately to put up another score. They're 45 yards away. Now, any questions on that, we'll cover this Tiger Trivia contest again during the second half. Tigers in their umbrella defense now. The defensive backs all dropping off about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Delta with a wide out to the left, tight end on the right side. Back in shotgun formation. Pressure. Moeller belts him and almost picked off over there by Strayer. Moeller really delivered a lick. He came in there with his ears pinned back, untouched. And with 3 seconds to go, it'll be 4th down and 5 for Delta on the Tiger 45-yard line.
Brings up 4th down and 6.
Well, Jim, I imagine now Delta really has no choice but to go back and fire it downfield for all they're worth.
Yeah, and give them credit for being overmatched tonight, but just playing hard, and you have to admire that. And they've got a Liberty grad over there running the program now.
2 wideouts to either side in shotgun formation. Spangler comes in there untouched again. I'm not sure what the blockers were doing there, but they didn't give the quarterback much time to throw.
Yeah, I believe that was a screen pass, but that was a kind of an ill-conceived screen because, well, it just didn't look right. But coming down the end of the half, probably most of the players decided to mail it in and just get to the warm locker room, Spike.
That new outfit they brought him?
Located on the 50-yard
we get set here for the second half, we'll give you a quick rundown of stats on the defensive side of the football. Matt Schwab, Troy Westoven, and Miller, Jesse Miller, all with 4 tackles apiece. Keller with an interception for Liberty. On the offensive side, Delta, on their offense, completed 1 out of 8 passes for 2 yards and 57 yards on the ground for a total of 59 yards for Delta on 21 offensive plays. For Liberty Center, we've got Troy Westoven leading ball carrier. Oh, wait, here's the onside, or the kick. Squib kick down to the 20, taken by Parasini. Still on his feet, all the way up to the 40-yard line. Liberty Center will take over there. Okay, we've got Westoven, the leading carrier, with 92 yards on 10 carries. Brett Silvas, 88 yards on 11 carries. Cordis, 35 yards on 4 carries. And Collins with 1 carry for 4 yards. Shaddy, 2 out of 4 passing for 30 yards. 251 yards on the ground for Liberty, 30 yards in the air for a total of 281 compared to 59 for Delta. Now, straight ahead give to Westoven. Not much running room there, straight up the middle, a gain of maybe a yard. We're going to call it second down and 9 yards to go. Well, Jim, now into the second half, Liberty ahead by 3 touchdowns. At halftime, what do you tell the football team in a situation like this with the league title at stake tonight and next week, and then playoff implications? What can you do to keep the team involved in this one right here?
Get to play it.
Okay, back to that thought. Cordis, the wingback on the right side, 2 backs. Here's the give to Westoven. Met right there, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet across the 45 to the 46. Great second and third efforts there.
Well, that was a nice run by Westoven. He was popped really hard there, but he glanced off and turned the gainer into what was a clean stop. I would say the Tigers just probably had some mistakes pointed out to them, where they let that kickoff get through them, and just some things that they'd like to work on. The game is pretty well in hand score-wise, but still a lot of things to practice up on.
All right, straight ahead give to Westoven, trying to pick his way through the defense. He's on his feet long enough to get down or get up to the 48-yard line, and Liberty Center now will be facing a 4th and long 2 yards.
Spike, I think the Tigers might, even though the rushing game's working quite well, they might want to pass a little bit just to get comfortable and familiar with it, and maybe not show something that nobody's seen yet, but just to get a little polish to their passing attack possibly.
Well, since they've injected that play action in there, it's helped. Now Liberty going to go for it on their own 48-yard line, 2 yards to go. Give to Westoven. He gets across the 50. It's going to be very close. The nose of the ball had to be across the 50-yard line, and now it's all going to depend on the spot, albeit a very short spot, I might add. It appeared that Westoven had it made easily, but the officials... Yep, signal first down. Good job again by that vaunted and very talented Tiger Chain Gang.
Yeah, Spike, what's the ruling on calling for a measurement or not? I mean, that still looked close enough that you'd think Delta could have requested and maybe gotten a measurement there.
Oh, without a doubt, because just because where the flag sits doesn't necessarily mean where it is. Shaddy on a straight drop back, hits Parasini on a little fly route over there, and Parasini cut down just across midfield. We're going to put him down at the 46-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play. Good pursuit by the Panthers to bring Parasini down. I don't know, Jim. The only thing I can figure was with that ball placed right on the 50-yard line, he had a good view of it. But like I say, it doesn't matter where those sticks are. It's where the donut is, and so that could be surprising at times.
Yeah, a couple inches.
Yeah, that was a good point. Okay, Tigers now with Silvas in motion right. Back to throw. It's a little inside screen. Silvas coming back for the ball, but it bounces off a shoulder pad, incomplete. There's a new wrinkle, Jim, a new wrinkle on the screen pass. Tigers now faced with a 3rd down and 7. Ball on the Panther 40, just across the 47-yard line. Action just Tigers with the ball to begin the second half. They lead it 28-8, 8:55 to go. Tigers going to come out with their standard tight formation. Parasini and McClure coming off. Cordes, wing on the right side outside the tight end. Shaddy on play action, back to throw, and just over the head of Cordes. Cordes and Silvas wound up in the same area. Perhaps a breakdown there, not sure.
Yeah, we are seeing quite a few passes here to start the second half, but I just know that that's something that, well, from our vantage point, we'd like to see the Tigers be very comfortable with it. In the past, we've passed to keep the defense honest, Spike, but, you know, once in a while, we'll just throw that in there, and they are, but it's a cold night.
Okay, now back to punt. Shaddy takes his time, now gets it off. Beautiful spiraling punt. Fair catch called for down there on the 14-yard line. High punt, non-returnable, good hang time. About a 28-yard punt, we'll call it, but got the job done. Ball down in deep in Delta's territory. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 14.
Spike, what do you think Mike Vickers could tell this Delta team to get them prepared for the second half?
Well, with the long season they've had, I'm sure all he can do is tell them to keep battling, point out some of the good things they've done. There's the give to that fullback. He's got some running room. Von Sager runs hard, and he's picks up about 7 or 8. You know, Delta did that to Liberty about 3 different occasions, had great first down yardage, but then they actually killed themselves with a couple of penalties and a fumble.
Yeah, looking through this program, I can see that the Delta team is quite young. And with Mike Vickers heading that program over there, give them a season or two, and they're going to be in the mix.
Yeah, that's no question there. Delta with the 2 tight end set. Here's the give straight ahead, and a nice tackle there by Schwab. Now they say there's a fumble. Tigers signal they have it. We'll wait for the referees to unpile. And the Tigers do come up with it. It was Schwab on the tackle, but not sure who came up with the recovery. Boy, Jim, another big break for Liberty Center there. Tigers will get the short field. They'll have a 1st and 10 on Delta's 23-yard line. 7:58 to go here in quarter number 3.
Tigers ball, 1st down and 10. Ball's on Delta's 23-yard line.
Shaddy under center. Cordes the wing on the right side outside the tight end. Silvas and Westhoven in the backfield. Give to Silvas, straight ahead dive. He gets down inside the 20-yard line to about the 19. We're going to give him a gain of about 3 on the play.
Tackle by Todd and Flusher.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. Try to get our sponsors covered here again as we go. We've got the dugout with Steve and Catherine Parasini, Pisanello's Pizza, Craig and Sherry Myers. Their $4.95 buffet special, 11 to 2, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday through Thursday, 4 to 8. Also, Spiece Trailer Court and Dave's Auto Service. Straight ahead dive to Silvas. Silvas, yeah, he got down inside the 15, very close to 1st down yardage, depending on the spot. In that first half, rushed for 251 yards. The first time any team had rushed against Delta for 200 yards in an entire game. Tigers now marching on. 3rd and a long 2 on the 15. 2 tight end set. Shaddy in trouble in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down there for a couple of yard loss. Jim, I don't know, was there a breakdown on that play?
It looked like he was trying to hand that ball off, but the back was already past him, and he just kind of had to eat it there. But, boy, Delta was coming. You know, the blocking scheme held him out of there for a while, but they began to pour into that Tiger backfield, and Shaddy couldn't get around the corner. He almost looked as though he was still wanting to hand it off. Of course, that opportunity long since had passed. Good defense there by Panthers.
Okay, Tigers now with a 4th and 5 on Delta's 23-yard line. 2 tight end set. Here is the give straight ahead to Westhoven, and he's going to come up short, brought down at the 15, gain of about 3 on the play, and that Panther defense holds. They'll take over on their own 20-yard line with a first down and 10.
You know, that's always something for defense to stop a drive down there in the red zone, as we would call it. So they'll take heart on that, and maybe their offense can get something started. But they're 28-8 behind, but still playing hard. Guys from up 109.
All right, Panthers come out with a wide out to the wide side right now, man in motion right. Quarterback under center, fakes a handoff. No, gives it to him, straight ahead dive. Not much running room there at all. Just back to the line of scrimmage is all. It'll be second down and actually loss of a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 11. Okay, we've also got Dave's Running Shop in Delta. Liberty Products with Terry and Mary Lou Bowers. Miller Brothers Trucking, owned by Skip Miller. KK Collision with Kyle Kern. Swanton Welding and with Norm Zeider. And the Henry County Bank, locations all over Henry County. Full house backfield for the Panthers, wide out, wide to the right. Here is the give on the power to the right. Stays on his feet up to about the 18-yard line. Maybe a 4-yard gain. Jim, Delta really hasn't thrown the ball deep downfield against Liberty Center. They're more of a short gain team.
Yeah, they tried a few deep passes as the half was winding down, and Tigers got good penetration and even put a licking on the quarterback there. Remember, Todd Moeller swatted him hard. So they'd rather pass short when they need to, but they're looking at a good, strong 7 yards here they need to get.
Well, another great effort by Liberty Center, only giving up 59 yards of offense in that first half. Just a workmanlike job all year long. Now in trouble in the backfield. The quarterback gets rid of it and almost intercepted by number 71, Kane Myers. Kane got his hand out there, knocked it down, and almost reeled that sucker in.
Todd Spangler and Chris Box putting an awful lot of heat back there on the quarterback. He rolled out and didn't have time to plant a foot to make a throw at all, and almost, got picked. And at that point in the field there, a pick there would have looked like a quick 6 for the Tiger defense.
Now back in punt formation, high snap, gathered in, almost blocked. Not much of a chance of a return here for Liberty Center. Ball takes a Delta hop, keeps rolling, and all the way down to the Tiger 44-yard line. The high snap actually helped the Panthers that time. We would have been in position for a huge return, I believe.
Yeah, and we came within a whisker of blocking it. But that kind of gets the Panthers out of trouble. They were right down there where a mistake would have cost them dearly.
All right, Tigers would like nothing more than to grind a lot of time off the clock. Just keep the offense going here. Here is the fake play action, Shaddy. He's looking for Spangler and caught at the 45 and on his feet, still on his feet on the sideline, rambling all the way down to the 30-yard line. What an effort by Todd Spangler. Caught the ball at the 40, broke 2 tackles, and stayed on his feet all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah, he was looking like Mark Chimera dancing along that sideline after he caught that ball. Nice tight end work there by Todd Spangler.
Todd been battling some injuries all season long, hanging tough in there. Big pass play for Liberty Center. Ball is actually spotted on the 36. They rule he went out of bounds. Tigers now with that same set, courtesy wing on the right side. Here is the give to Silvas on a cross buck. Leaps over one tackler and gets down to the 31-yard line. Gain of a solid 5 yards for the Tigers on first down. That'll make it 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Panthers. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Also, as far as our sponsors go, the ones that make these broadcasts possible, we've got Davis Farm Services with Karen Davis, B.A. Miller and Sons Trucking, Norma Miller, the Mid-Am Bank in Liberty Center, Holgate Metal Fab with Jeff Spangler, and L.R. Babcock Plumbing and Heating with Bill Tiplady and Danny Brown. Shaddy back to throw on a straight, that play action. He's got Strayer. Strayer was open momentarily, but a great defensive effort by the Panthers knocks it away. Liberty Center able to get single coverage out there with showing that play action.
Yeah. Spike, Rob Shaddy throwing a nice pass here tonight. I mean, it's cold and so forth, but boy, he just cocks that arm and pretty well on target. Nice passing.
Yeah, he had Strayer open, but a great defensive play by the Panthers. Knocks it down. That'll make it 3rd down and 5. Ball on the Panther 31. 3:29 to go here in quarter number 3. Cordes wing on the right. Shaddy under center. Here's the give to Westhoven. Westhoven stays on his feet, twists and turns, gets inside the 25 to the 24, and a Tiger first down, a 7-yard burst for Troy Westhoven. Tigers grind out the yardage against this tough Panther defense, giving ground grudgingly.
Chris Box made a nice play to help that play get some yardage, and man, he was digging for air there when that was over. But that kind of effort's what you got to have.
Yep, good execution by the Tigers tonight. Good foundation work for the weeks to come. Here's Shaddy on a pitch to Westhoven right. He's got running room following a block by Silvas. Down inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Very close again to first down yardage. Depends on the spot of the football. It's about a 10-yard gain. Now the referee's going to pull it just a little bit short of that 15-yard line. Ball actually about 1 yard away inside the 14-yard line of the Panthers. Tigers with a 2nd down and 1. Jim, might be a good down to try a little razzle-dazzle. Tigers with Cordes on the wing left. Silvas and Westhoven in the backfield. Here is the give to Silvas on that little inside counter. Down inside the 10-yard line. A solid gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play. We'll call it 7-yard gain down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for Liberty Center. Ball resting on the 9-yard line. Yeah, Jim, as we mentioned earlier, certainly a different Tiger team than last year. Last year was the big play offense. This year, it's the execution and grind it out style. Tigers 2 tight ends, Cordes wing on the left, now in motion coming right. 2 Panthers go with him. Give to Cordes. Man in motion, gets down to about the 6, gain of 3 on the play. Now, along with those sponsors we mentioned, also we'll get in there our Grand Exalted Order of Porch Coaches, the Thursday night chapter. Dave Silvas, Tom Overmeyer, Jeff Spangler, Chris Zacharias, Rick Miller, Mike Mann, Bob Shaddy, Danny Brown, and Jim Wise. Also having a guest last week in the greatest sports journalist in the area, Johnny Fryman, also made a honorary member of the Porch Coaches. Tigers now with a 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line of Delta. 2 tight end set. Now Cordes comes in motion again right. He's been getting the football. He gets it. No, play action. Wide open. Spangler caught. And it's a touchdown for Liberty Center. What a well-conceived play by the Tigers. 6 more points. Touchdown for Spangler. And Liberty Center goes up now with 1:13 to go. 34-8. Well, Jim, they had shown that same play with Cordes coming in motion. They'd given him the ball several times on that play, but Shaddy pulled it in and let it fire.
Yeah, that Tigers have got some formations and some plays off formations that show well. They just they're kind of difficult to kick up, and yes, the kick is good, and that's a good deal for the Tigers because the point after conversion has not been too good as of late, but that one's in there by Scott Overmeyer, reserve quarterback. But getting back to that touchdown, they had people thinking run, and Shaddy just dropped back and lofted her up there where his big tight end could catch it and would be hard to defend against because he had some air under the ball. And, that's a mark of a good passer, Spike, or a passer that has learned a lot of things because, there are times when that's the pass to make. And he did just that, and Todd Spangler, showing those nice soft hands, reached up and pulled that out of the air for a nice score. So that's a facet of the game, of the offense, that the Tigers are trying to put some polish on tonight, and I think they're getting it done.
Well, and I think an important point to add is the fact that the Tigers are able to utilize their tight end out of the tight formation they use. That just is one more huge weapon against the defense that has to put just about everybody in the box to stop the run. And if you can use that tight end, why, you can just tear a team apart. Liberty Center also able to run everything out of that that two tight end set, you know, and it just makes it tough to cover. Now, onside kick. Delta recovers it at the 45-yard line. They'll take over there with 1:12 to go here in quarter number 3. All right, somebody else we want to mention here, a group of guys that goes unheralded every year for their work, but it's the Liberty Center Volunteer Fire Department for their job in parking cars. Kind of a thankless job, but one they volunteered to do, and they've done for as many years as I can remember. Now Delta comes out, wide out to either side. Here's a toss over there, and incomplete. Oh my! Pass was uncatchable. Keller delivered a blow, and the flag thrown.
You know, we're a long ways away from the play, but almost looks as if the intended receiver might have been out of bounds already. It would have been close. Anyway, flag goes in the air, and they're going to give them a fresh set of downs.
Well, that roar you may have heard, Archbold 28, Wauseon 19, a loss there would put Liberty in position to win the crown outright. Jim, you know, you see that type of play all the time, and it was impossible for Keller to know where the sideline was.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
Pretty cheap call, really.
Well, you got to play aggressive out there, and he was closing fast, and the guy, you know, evidently stepped out of bounds just about time Keller got there. But that's okay. That's an honest penalty.
There's the give to the fullback around that right side. They've been using that play with some effectiveness. Gain of about 13 yards for the, we'll call it about 11 yards for the Panthers. That'll take the ball down to the 30-yard line. And without the benefit of a measurement, the referees rule a first down. You know, they're taking the change right out of those guys' hands, and they're veterans as they are, knowing how to manipulate those things. The referees taking the game right out of their hands, so now Liberty just have to tighten up. Here's that little swing pass, and incomplete over there. Keller ready to deliver another blow, but backed off.
Yeah, Jesse Miller ready to pick it up and gallop off.
Yeah, a dangerous pass, no doubt there.
Yeah.
Now quickly here, we've got Rick Ronda and Brittany Miller for their son and brother Jesse. We've got Mike Linda and Christy Sumbola for Brad. Bob and Julie Shaddy for their son Rob. Bill and Deb Weshy. Now with 59 seconds to go here in quarter number 3, Delta with the ball on the Tiger 30-yard line. Man in motion right, gives straight ahead to the fullback. Von Sagern stays on his feet, a hard, tough runner, and he's going to come up with a solid 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Strayer in on that last tackle. Delta with the 3rd and 5, the ball on the Tiger 25-yard line. 19 seconds in the third quarter, clock running. Give again to Von Sagern. He stays on his feet for 6 yards, and it's a Panther first down. Jim, I'm sure the Tiger coaching staff not real pleased with seeing Delta able to move the ball this late in the game, but Delta doing a nice job.
Yeah, they are. Delta's providing a nice test here, just something that they can work at. And Tigers haven't substituted a lot, meaning that they haven't really put their reserves in, because they'd like to, you know, get a little smoothness going into the Archibald game next week. But, you know, Tigers clearly got the game in hand here, 35-8. But, you know, like you're saying, you just don't ever appreciate any kind of letdown anyway, anyhow.
Here we go, set for quarter number 4 here on NCTV 5. Liberty Center leads Delta 35-8, but the Panthers have the ball on the Tiger 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Wide out, set wide to the left, wing back on the right. Here is the give to Von Sagern, the fullback. They've had some success running the football. He's going to pick up about 2 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Now some more of our sponsors. We've got Louis Miller along with Mary Beth, Chester, and Nola Collins for their sons, Chad and John. Also, Jeff, Denise, Justin Spangler for their son and brother Todd. Now we've also got from Dave, Karen, and Jason Moeller for their 2 sons and his brothers, Todd a senior and Kevin a freshman, wishing them a good luck for the rest of the year. Now back to throw, roll out left. He's got a receiver there, thrown behind him. Oh my, they're gonna go Collins, I don't believe it. Oh, that was sick.
Spike, that ball wasn't catchable. The receiver was on the ground. The ball was 5 yards behind him, and then he dropped the flag. Well, that's high school ball. You also got to deal with what the striped jerseys come up with. So we'll give Delta a fresh set of downs and, see whether the Tiger defense can hold them out.
Well, Chad Collins' hands were anywhere but on the receiver. However, you at home, maybe if you are taping it and can replay it, you can see for yourself. But I thought pretty clean defensive play. Nevertheless, the Tigers have to deal with the situation as is, which will be a second. I guess it's going to be first and goal. Ball with the nose of the football just inside the 10-yard line. Panthers have 10 yards to go, 4 downs to do it. Full house backfield, 2 tight ends. Here's the give to the fullback inside. He's got a little bit of running room down to the 5-yard line, and the Panthers knocking on the door with a little bit of help from their friends. Now, back to our one more here. We've got good luck is being wished tonight to Chris Box from his mom, also Grandma and Grandpa Connors, Aunt Joe, Aunt Putty, Aunt Normie, and Uncle Marvin. And I believe Scrap and Nancy, maybe a couple of dogs or cats, whatever. Not sure there, but bear with me. Panthers with the ball, second and goal on the 6-yard line. Here's a wide sweep. The quarterback on the option keeps it. He's going to be thrown for a couple-yard loss. In on the play, several Tigers.
Yeah, Collins got up there.
Collins. And the Panthers now looking at third and goal from about their own 8-yard line. And once again, we'll mention those porch coaches, very instrumental here. One of the big Tiger backing groups there. Officially known as the Grand Exalted Order of Porch Coaches, the Thursday night chapter. Dave Silvas, Rick Miller, Tom Overmeyer, Mike Mann, Jeff Spangler, Bob Shaddy, Dan Brown, Jim Wise, and Chris Zacharias. Third down and goal from the 8-yard line. Panthers with a wide formation right, rolling right, under pressure from Schwab. Gets a pass off. It's caught about the 1-yard line. Panthers will have the ball. Fourth and goal on the 1. Ball spotted just inside the 2-yard line. Nose of the ball across the 2. Tiger defense has to stiffen and hold here. Panthers coming to the line, certainly going to go for it in this situation. 9:42 to go here in quarter number 4. Here's the give, straight ahead, the dive. Signal, waiting for a signal, nothing yet. And I believe the Tiger defense held. Great job by the interior of that Tiger line.
Cameraman thinks there was a fumble on that play, but nevertheless, Tiger defense gets it done, Spike. And, even with a lead of 35-8 in the fourth quarter, they said, no, sir, you're not going to score on us, Delta. We're just going to tighten right up and keep you out. And that's precisely what they did, Spike.
Tigers now take over, buried as deep as they possibly can. Ball on the 1-yard line, first and 10 to go. Shaddy back, play action, he's back, he's got a receiver out there, and it's intercepted by Delta. Great leap there, they tried to hit the tight end, and a great interception there, and Delta with the ball on the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Well, while we change positions here, once again, we'll mention our pizza contest, sponsored by Pisanello's Pizza. We're going to give away 2 winners. If we have to draw, we'll do that. And we'll get to that in a minute. Panthers with the football. Full house backfield, 2 tight end set. Tiger defense going to have to answer the bell again. Here's the give to Von Sager, trying to get running room off that right side. Nothing doing. Tigers stiffen and hold. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I believe the Tiger defense is still warmed up from just having made that good goal line stand, and they're all about seeing if they can do it again, Spike, and I think they can. I just believe they're going to rise up and show us that line play that's got them to this point in the season.
Well, and this is good for Liberty Center. They need these kind of tests all the time. Delta now with the ball on the 10-yard line, 2nd and goal. Full house backfield, 2 tight end set. Liberty Center showing blitz. Quarterback rolling out. Now the deep pitch there, run down by Westhoven and speared also, I believe, by Keller. Who else? And a great defensive job by Liberty Center. Loss of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal from the 12. Well, actually, the Panthers can get a 1st down inside the 1, but cutting fine hairs to get that. We're seeing a lot of Kane Myers at nose tackle rather than Blake. Blake trying to get through this game without any further injury.
Yeah, and that's good. You know, Tigers do have depth just about wherever they need it.
All right, now wide out to the left. Quarterback on a straight drop back, throws on a quick slant. That's going to be incomplete. Nice job there by Collins. Had his passing lane cut off. And
over there too. They
yep.
had him pretty well 1-2.
Yep, nowhere to go there, and it'll be 4th down for the Panthers. Ball on the 11-yard line of Liberty Center.
You know, that's just what makes this such an excellent team, this 99 version of the Tigers here. If an interception or turnover crops up, then the other half just jumps in there and picks them up, Spike, and that's indicative of a good team.
Very true, Jim. Now the Panthers going to go for a field goal here. Snap is good, setup is good, kick is end over end and dropping down and falls short. Kick had the height but not the distance, and at 7:45 here in the 4th quarter, Tigers lead at 35-8.
Shift starting the 4th quarter. Archibald 28, Lafayette 26.
Tigers come to the line of scrimmage, trying to protect that 35-8 lead. Shaddy under center. Here is the give to Silvas. Check that. I believe that was Parasini. We'll give him a yard on the play. Tigers now with Babcock, Parasini, and Collins in the backfield. No, check that. Babcock, the tight end on the left. Salmi, the wingback on the left. Shaddy with the deep pitch to Collins. Collins trying to belly outside and hit right there at the 20-yard line, maybe to the 21. And no gain on the play. That will make it 3rd down and 9. Well, clock running, 6:54 now. Liberty Center enjoying a comfortable 35-8 lead over their friends to the north, the Delta Panthers. Try to get into this contest here real quick. Liberty Center owning the best record in the 90s in Northwest Ohio. They have the most wins of anybody with 89, averaging 9 a season. But what we want to know is who has beaten the Tigers in this decade more than any other team. Shaddy on that inside reverse to Salmi. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Panthers blowing through the offensive line. Tigers now making more changes up and down the line here. Getting a few fresh bodies in there. Now that's going to bring up 4th down and about 13. 4th and 13 to go. Ball on their own 17-yard line. Now Shaddy back in punt formation. Now at Pisanello's Pizza sponsoring this contest, what you need to do is select your team with your name and your homeroom teacher's name and put that on that slip of paper. Here's the punt downfield, takes a Tiger bounce. Now return right there and brought down from behind by number 21, Jeremy Babcock. The Panthers will take over on the Tiger 46-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go in the game.
He dealt his ball. First down and 10. Ball being the Tigers, 46-yard line.
Okay, after the Tiger timeout, we're set to go. Delta with a 1st and 10 on Liberty Center's 46. Tigers now some new faces up on that defensive line of scrimmage. Here's Moeller on a blitz. And pressure there, Signorino! Number 26, Ryan Strayer, from his defensive end spot, nailed the quarterback for about an 11-yard loss all the way back to Delta's own 43-yard line.
Spike, what a perfect play. That's captured on film forever right out here in front of the hometown fans. And, that's what you want to do. You're bearing down on that quarterback, and he made the play. So that's one to remember, and a nice play there by Ryan Strayer.
Strayer actually lined up, he's lined up now at the defensive end spot. Panthers with a wide formation. They give the ball the other way to Von Sagern. He's got some running room, and Collins with a great tackle went right down and took him out at the knees. It looked for a minute, Von Sagern had a lot of running room, but Collins with a good defensive play. Delta now pushing upfield back to just short of the midfield stripe, where it'll be 3rd down and about 5 yards. We're going to call it 4 yards to go. Delta has to get to the Tiger 46-yard line. No, duh. Let's try 3rd down and 14. All right, here we go. Panthers with the football in shotgun formation. Great Tiger pressure there. Pass falls harmlessly to the ground. Great coverage out there by Chad Collins.
Collins defending on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Excuse my gaffe. Touch on that Tiger trivia contest again. One team in the 90s has more victories than any other against Liberty Center. Name that team. Your entries to be turned in at the Pisanello's Pizza uptown in the Tiger trivia box with your name, your team selection, and your homeroom teacher. This contest eligible, or the people eligible, is grades K through 6 at Liberty Center. Parasini calls a fair catch. He takes it on the 26-yard line, and with 3:54 to go, Liberty Center with the football and a comfortable 35-8 lead.
26-yard line.
Tigers now with Furco at center. Scott Overmeyer under center, quarterback for Liberty Center. In the backfield, Collins and Parasini. Here is the give to Parasini off that right side. Gain of a couple on the play. He'll get to about the 29-yard line. We'll give him 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock running, 3:40 to go. Well, Jim, it's next week in Archbold Blue Streaks, and at this point, Archbold leading Wauseon by 2. Archbold to be sky high because that'll be their playoff game, so look out. Fumble on the snap, and the Panthers say they've got it. And yes, they do. Referee signals Panther football.
Yeah, you got to love the fight in this Delta Panther outfit, but truly they were outmatched tonight. But yeah, next week is going to be the culmination of the regular season, and if the scores stand up, it looks as though Tigers can own outright sole possession of the league championship, but they have to go to Blue Streak country and get it done. Tigers have done a lot of things well tonight, Spike, and I think they, playing a team that had no victories, really have answered the bell and just done some real good things for which they can build on, and showed a few spots where they need to make some corrections and polish up a little bit. But overall, a good win for the Tigers. A lot of rushing offense, good blocking schemes, not too many penalties, and some nice passes.
Yep, well said. Panthers now with the football, 2:48 remaining on the clock. Ball at the Tiger 24. 2 tight ends set, full house backfield. Here is the give around that left side. Tiger defense flowing to the football. Collins in on the hit.
Tackled by Neil Carter.
Neil Carter on the actual tackle, number 58.
Gain of 2 yards, third down and 2.
Kyle Leatherman seeing some action. Also, number 33, Dustin Salme.
Brad Howes out there at left end, too.
Brad Howe at defensive end. Panthers with the 3rd and 1 at the 22-yard line. Here is the give on Sagan, running hard. He'll have first down yardage, and the clock stops while they spot the football. Also in the game for Liberty Center, number 51, Matt Leininger on that defensive line. Number 70, Brad Simbola, the nose tackle. Brad with a fine future in front of him. Also in the game, number 53, Brian Dotson.
Zach Grambling in there again.
Yeah, Zach Grambling, number 55.
17-yard line.
Kevin Moore, freshman in there. 23.
Uh-oh, out to the outside, one man there. He breaks another tackle and into the end zone. It's a Panther touchdown. From 18 yards away, the Panthers got around the right side and got into the end zone. That'll make the score with 1.5 minutes to go. Liberty Center 35 and Delta 14.
Yeah, Kevin Moeller, just a freshman, going to follow in brother Todd's footsteps. Had the angle on him, but kind of a long ways to go and didn't quite get him held up there. So the Panthers do get in the end zone, but a lot of Tigers getting their taste of action here, and it's just a good thing.
Panthers going to go for 1. Here's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it's good. And the score stands now, Liberty Center 35 and Delta 15. And the kickoff, end over end squib kick, bounces up over Cordes' head, now fielded there by Parasini. He returns it straight back up the middle, across the 35, out to the 37-yard line, where Liberty Center will take over with 1.5 minutes to go in the football game. They lead comfortably, 35-15 here on NCTV5 football broadcast.
Tim Myers in the quarterback spike. They are going with plenty of youth now on the offensive side with just about 1.5 minutes.
Now Panthers with some fresh jerseys out there as well. 1:28 to go here in the football game. Liberty Center record now will move to 7-1. Give straight ahead. Wait to pick that number up. No gain on the play. Jim, the Tigers came into this thing in first place in the computer points.
And that's, is that with dividing by the...
Well, it shouldn't even figure that in yet. But the divisors comes out to where Liberty has that one less game, which should bode well. And a win here in Delta, while they won't pick up any secondary points, will aid them, Delta being Division 4. However, if we don't win at Archibald, it just comes down to one simple matter. We don't deserve to have home in postseason. We don't deserve to have home field advantage that first game. And the Archbold Blue Streaks, you can better believe, will be coming to, or be waiting for Liberty Center with some tricks and some chicanery.
Oh, no question about it. And Archibald used to dominate a long time ago, and the Tigers had a tough way to get a win for a long time. But I think this Tiger team is going to just plain get it done in fine style. But it should be a game, and Tigers will have to not let penalties eat them alive. Just have to go out and play their game and get it done. But next week will be a great finale to the regular season.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to bringing that one to you here on TV5. All right, give straight ahead. Running room there, gets down across the 35, down to the 32. Clock running with 38 seconds to go. A lot more new faces in there for Liberty Center.
Yeah, 22's in there.
Also in the game for Liberty Center, number 88, Dan Laver. Number 22, Nate Bear. Scott Overmeyer in there at a defensive back.
Matt Lining there coming out.
Yeah. 16 seconds. Give straight ahead. Gain of a couple on the play, and that I imagine will be the last play of the ball game here in Liberty Center. Tigers move to 6-1 in the NWAL, 7-1 overall. They win it here on TV5, 35-15. We'll see you next week in Archibald.
To be a bit demoralizing for the Bears. They did everything they could and finally thought they had devised a way to stop that run that was going to their left side, or the Bear right side, and but then Shaddy drifts back and throws a strike. So good scoring drive, took time off the clock, just a pretty thing.
Yeah, it's been the Tigers' ability. They answered the bell there. Brian moved within one score, and the Tigers had the ball. And on that sustained drive, finally pulled back to that 2-touchdown lead. They lead by 13 with 5 minutes to go. To the field. They're going to be going for the 2-point conversion here. In the two tight end set, Cordes wing on the right side. Brian with everybody in. Cordes now motion left. And another flag. My, oh my. You know, that's been at least the fourth time that's been called on that particular play. Liberty Center has been running things like that all year and never had any trouble.
Yeah.
It must be this officiating crew.
Well, yeah, but that's why you analyze film, Spike. The coaches will look that over and look that over, and I don't know, somebody must be moving just a fraction of a cent, maybe anticipating the own snap of the quarterback, and you gotta wait. You just gotta wait.
Well, you know, every officiating crew has their own personality and their own way of interpreting things they see, and for some reason,
they don't like it.
Yeah, they don't like that particular way that Liberty Center's moving the ball. Well, now Liberty running from the 8-yard line on that point after conversion. Now they're going to try the kick.
Attempting the extra point, number 82, Todd Spangler.
Spangler set to kick. Old Thunderfoot's back in there. Snap down, holds good. Kick and not hit squarely. Ball bounds away, no good. But Liberty Center leads it 34-21, 5:08 to go.
I just hope Thunderfoot didn't hurt his foot on that. He kind of limped off a little bit. You know, you can pull that that muscle on the front part of your lower leg there if you don't meet that ball just right. So, I don't know. Our kicking game, we've got half a dozen guys involved in that. But whatever. Anyway, Tigers looking strong here, Spike, with a pretty good lead right now. But five minutes yet.
You know, I'm not sure. He may have grounded his foot as he was getting set to kick. You know,
didn't hit it right. Didn't feel good about it. Wasn't in there.
Kicking off for Liberty Center, number 65, Kyle Leatherman. Deep for the Golden Bears, number 83, Chris Manley.
Okay, getting set for the kickoff here, 5:08 to go. Brian squeezing up, anticipating that line drive, wobbling kick. Leatherman now sails it, down inside the 20, bobbled there for a moment at the 18, now picked up and finally brought down. The initial hit made that time by 55. Yeah, Zach Gramling, one of next year's stars for Liberty Center. Hard-nosed kid, does a good job on the special teams.
Brian, 26-yard line.
Well, yeah, you know Brian wants points quick, so we may see patterns we haven't seen, but look for the Bear offense to really put some footballs in the air here. There's just over 5 minutes, and they're 2 scores down.
Yeah, there's 74 yards of real estate for Liberty Center to protect. Tigers now with 4 defensive backs. Here's a quick out over there to Manley. He's going to come up with about 4 on the play.
Taken down by Nick Barrett.
You know that Brian can run that play all day long,
Yeah.
and they'll move down the field, but it'll take them so long that the Tigers should survive.
Yeah, that's
Clock running with about 4:40 now.
right. That's no more than a running play.
Brian comes out, wide outs to either side. Tigers with actually 5 defensive backs in there. Here's that same little quick out on the sideline. That's going to be short of a first down. Tackle made over there by, I believe, Keller.
He did stop the clock.
Yep. Yeah, he just did get out of bounds.
By number 86, Joe Keller. Ball at Brian, 34-yard line, third down and 2. Official timeout.
Okay. Back lobbed over there along the sideline. That's caught. Brian is going to pick up a first down. But what they've managed to do is run a minute off the clock and only gain 10 yards. And at that rate,
Out of bounds by 86, Joe Keller. Brian, first down at their own 38-yard line.
well, Jim, the Tigers defense can give here a little bit. They're giving them that little 4 and 5 yard out pattern. And that certainly isn't going to hurt them. They've been able to cover up quite well.
Yeah, and the Bears have burned almost a minute of that precious clock.
That's right. They're going to have to throw the ball.